Hallelujah, yami, yankuo, yami yankuo. Hey, Rosiana, yama, nafu, yama nafu, yeah, nasevia, yasifu, mea, yasivimo, oh, hallelujah, yami. Hallelujah, yummy, yanko. Hallelujah, yeah. Wasiana, yama, yama dafu, yeah. Nazaria, sifu, yasifu bio. Hallelujah, yummy. Say hallelujah, yummy, yanko, yummy yanko, yeah. What's the yana, yama, yama dafue, yeah. Nazaria, sifu, yasifu mio, hallelujah, yummy. Amen. 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 Yeah. Amen. Oh. Amen. Oh. Amen. Amen. God bless you, and thank you so much for watching me here tonight. God bless you, Pa. It is a beautiful Friday night, cool Friday night. It drizzled a little, but by the grace of God, we are not washed away. We are still alive. Today is a nice day to family up, chill up, talk up, and let us all enjoy ourselves. This is Bishop Kofi Adonteng Boateng. It's Friday night. If you've been following this program, every Friday we come here with a program called Wise Up. I'm here in Virginia, in the United States of America. Because of coronavirus, everybody is hunkered down, but family is still family. So tonight I'm here, Adonteng Boateng with Elijah Bon in Ikwe, and I'm also here with Faith Wilson, my son, and also my daughter Grace Sapo. Apostle Kofi Adonteng, God bless you. Vasio Wusu, God bless you. Lady Frimpong Vivian Gallo, God bless you. Lady Akote, Mr. Striggles, Gifty Japan. God bless all of you. Mami Lizzie, I really appreciate you too. God bless you. This is Bishop Adonteng Boateng here. This is Wise Up. This program you're watching is meant to do nothing than to educate you about relationship, educate you about family. So sometimes it's very educative. It's also fun to be here to enjoy. After all, you learn a lot. So God bless you dearly for watching. In case there is anything that is bothering your mind about your friend, about yourself, about relationship, about somebody's marriage, about somebody's children, some stepfather, some stepmother, some stepchildren, about anything that bothers you, we are here tonight to be a blessing. So, wise up. Welcome once again. If you're watching, I will indulge you to do one thing. Share this program. Share if you're watching. Bishop Adonteng Boateng here. God bless you. I want to introduce my own daughter. She's sitting by my side. I like it when Wise Up, I'm talking to a son or daughter, because I get a chance to be frank, to be truthful, and to be honest with them. The kids of this generation, they don't understand so many things. They only imagine. They follow social media. But when it comes to lasting relationship and family, it has nothing to do with social media. That is why we're here. Wise Up. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Grace Apple, my daughter. Why are you laughing? Today you look very sporty and girly. You look good?
Thank you.
Look to the camera. Your mom is watching. You cool?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Why is it that when I say your mom is watching, you hold your eye?
I'm nothing.
Are you angry with your mom?
Oh, no.
Otherwise, I will kick you big. God bless you. I'm very happy to have you, my daughter. God bless you. Grace, you are a young lady. How are you doing with coronavirus?
It's scary. Like at first with social media, a lot of younger generation, we tend to joke about a lot of stuff. So, but now that we're seeing that there's more cases going on now, it's getting real.
Yeah, you remember a young man came here, he was joking, he thought coronavirus was a hoax. Grace, what was making your generation feel that way?
Because I believe a lot of our generation these days, we believe in like conspiracy theories. So even a lot of things that are happening, we turn to find like little theories about it. Oh, it's not true, it's the government and all this. But like seeing a lot of people get it, at first we thought black people couldn't get it.
Oh, really? you thought black people couldn't?
I know, I thought, because I saw a meme on social media, so I thought, we're like,
all right, so because you thought only Chinese would get it?
Which is very ignorant, but that's our generation.
Grace, should I cry?
No.
Oh, so all this while you guys were thinking that coronavirus is only for white people or Chinese. But okay, what prompted you to begin to feel that it is not just for Chinese, but now black people like me, we can also get coronavirus?
Because there were like some cases that were coming up here. Oh, like the celebrities were coming out saying they've got it, and some of them were black men and athletes. So we're like, oh.
Okay, so you were saying that if the celebrities and the stars didn't get it, you were still not going to believe it?
Yeah, that's our generation. Like these days, we go off on like what the media says, and if it comes from a celebrity, then you know, oh my God, it is real.
Really?
You know?
I think, Faith, we have to try and all go fight to be celebrities then, because we really want to make a mark. So now your age equals, they are taking this thing serious.
Seriously now.
So what are you guys doing about coronavirus? I know you are not taking it serious. Your age equals, what are they doing about coronavirus? What are they doing to protect themselves?
I can speak for all of them, but personally what I do is try to wash my hands as frequently as I can, using sanitizers, and try to stay indoors, not trying to go out in public too much. Yeah.
All right, so no club,
Oh, no, they're all shut down.
They're all shut down.
Yeah.
And even the churches are shut down.
Yes.
And the restaurants, lots of the restaurants are even shut down.
Yeah.
I went to this coffee shop, Starbucks, and nobody was there. The lady that I knew her there, every time she had attitude. Today there was nobody there for her to have
Attitude.
That's cool, right?
They didn't have drive-through?
They have what?
Drive-through.
No, but I went inside. I don't like my coffee because you might never know what they could put in. So usually I like to be there to see what's up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grace, it's Friday night. I like the way you're looking so sporty as a daughter.
Thank you.
I just saw your mom said hi to you. Grace, what do you have on Wise Up for us?
So I have a question. I have
Yeah.
this friend. I'm a little bit older than her.
You have a friend, you are older.
Yes.
Hey, Grace. Also, soon all the young girls are growing older. Well, life is changing, right?
No.
What's up? And what happened with your friend?
So she's been talking to this guy that she's seriously very in love with the guy. So at first, she thought the guy was in his 30s, which she didn't mind. So they've been talking, not knowing the guy lied about his age. So recently, she just found out he's actually like 48 years old.
Hold on, Grace, hold on. Your friend who is younger than, he's younger.
Yeah.
He's dating a guy. She's dating a guy. And she has always believed that the guy was in his, let's say you are in your 20s.
Yes.
So if you are, let's say 27 or 26, she'll be about 24, let's assume.
Yeah.
And the guy met a girl, the girl met a guy she fell in love with and believed that the guy was about 30 years old.
Yes.
So at least the age is balanced. Only to later find out that the guy is in his late 40s. Is that right?
Yes.
Why, the guy is so handsome?
I mean, he looks young.
He looks young. Like he's, in Ghana, it's called Semanse boy. Semanse boy is somebody who looks like boy. And so is that how the guy looks like?
Yes.
Oh, but she never asked the guy about the age.
She did. But
And
I
what did
think he lied about it.
The guy lied about it.
Yes.
The guy lied about his age. That he's in his 40s, but he pretended like he's in his early 30s. And the guy loved, and the guy fell in love.
Yes.
So is the girl still in love, or because now she found out that the guy lied, she's falling out?
No, she's still in love with him. She just doesn't know what to do, whether she should proceed to still dating this guy, even though he's like her parents' age.
Grace, let me tell you something. And I'll tell you that as a father. Today, Wise Up is a daddy-daughter thing, all right? So sometimes if I go off on you, I don't mean to pick up on you, but I'm talking to you how, as I love you as a daughter, I must tell you the truth. Nikwe recently celebrated his birthday. Very soon he'll go on retirement. He's gone very old. If Nikwe is a responsible man, Nikwe has energy in himself to take care of you as a woman. If I say energy, you understand, as a man.
Yes.
All right. If Nikwe is socially balanced, meaning that he's not controversial and crazy, but he's a cool man. At your age 28, you know Nikwe can still marry you. If you want to be happy, if he's not a bad person, he can really make you happy. But if I reverse it, if you were older like Nikwe and you were going after a younger boy, I would personally tell you as a woman, don't go that low for yourself.
Why?
It's life. There's a song they used to sing, that's the way it is.
No, like
Some things will never change. Yeah, 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 yeah. Grace, what I'm saying is, if the girl is in love with a guy, and the guy is not, you know, some of these men, they lie because they have wives, they're lying. They have other girlfriends, they are lying. He doesn't have a car, he lied he has a car. He doesn't have a job, he lied he said he has a job. The guy lied because he said, this house belongs to my father, he's lying. But if the girl is dating this guy who lied about his age, okay, and they've dated, she fell in love, the guy has not lied again, The guy has not cheated on her. The guy has no intent to fool her or to make use of her for his personal interests. And maybe the guy lied because for some reason he was trying to adjust himself for the girl to also accept him. And the girl has accepted, and there has never been any issue. I will tell the girl to work with it. Unless if the man is not sexually weak, that she feels she doesn't like it. There are some people like me. If I know a woman is older than I am, for some reason, I can't have any sexual attractions for them. That is me. We're all different. So unless there are some girls who don't mind, if you're older, like girls who grew up from Ghana, Grace might be 26, 27. You see Grace dating a 50-year-old man. That is, Africa is normal. But when it comes to America here, since I came here almost 20 years ago, the young girls in America, only very few of them will choose a man that is older, 5 years, 8 years older than them. They will tell you he's too young. You understand? Because here, the girls out here, they are not really out there for money. Ghana, they do sugar daddy because sugar daddy gives money. But here, everybody is managing. So, Grace, it all depends on your friend. If she's still in love, and after they've dated, the guy has never lied to her, the guy has never played games with her or cheated or has a wife and lied that he has a car, lied that he has a house, which are all lies. But if it comes to age and the girl has accepted it and is working, she should find a way to tell the guy to apologize to her and deal with the relationship. I don't know, maybe the people that are watching might also say something. Classic J Love, thank you for your compliment. Thank you. Grace, what do you feel about it?
So you're saying if there's no issues with the guy, she should just go ahead. So with something like this, how did she approach her parents with it? Because how do you tell your parents if I'm dating somebody who's like
put yourself and say you are young? Go ahead.
If I'm dating someone like my mom's age,
how do I dating somebody like your mom's age?
Yes, or like let's say my dad's age. Like, how do I approach my parents?
And the guy has a bald head.
Yes. How do I break such news to my parents?
Okay, Grace, if a man is older like your mother, a man is older like your father, if I am a father and you bring in such a person home, I have a lot of questions for him. Have you been married before? Why haven't you been married since your head became bald? If he has no reason for never getting married, such a man is very suspicious. If you see any man that has lived long, he has never married, either he is spiritually married or he's just not a responsible, stable man. Grace, every woman needs security. If a woman decides to marry, the marriage comes with one word: security. You understand? Security of trust, security of a family, security of a home, security of a husband laying by my side. It gives you that security. So why is it at your age, 40-something, you have never been married? Is it because he was going to school? Is it because he was divorced? Why did you divorce your wife? And why are you now choosing to look for this young girl? She's inexperienced. She doesn't know what you know. Why? For some reason, he might have a very genuine reason. I don't know, but maybe Grace is very respectful. If I go through marriage and I divorce, sorry to say that, and the woman is disrespectful, untrustworthy, unstable, and I meet a girl that is 27, 28, and I find the character of honesty, truthfulness, stability, hardworking, supportive, I don't mind, I'll choose such a person. This is just men, so that where he's coming from, the experiences of his past builds where he wants to go tomorrow. You understand? But if the man is this old and the man has no wife, he has a job, he is responsible, he's not in to use you for sakawa, he's not in to take advantage of you, have children with you, 3, 4 children with you and walk away. But this man is serious. Grace, After I go through all the FBI background checks with them, I look at your face and say, Grace, what do you think? Daddy, I feel it's okay. I'll tell you, let's go. If you are too young, maybe 18, 17, no, he should go and find the size. But Grace, immediately a woman turns 25 going. At that time, it is assumed that she has been prepared through life, through motherhood, through fatherhood, and all the circumstances for her to become a wife. And when a woman is called a wife, from 23, 24, 25, a woman that is called a wife, she is wiser than a man that is 70 years old. God gave women deep wisdom that nobody could understand it. Women have deep wisdom. So if a woman is a fool, she's a big fool. Because otherwise, 99% of women, God gave them deep inner wisdom to hold family and to hold homes together. You understand? So you might be 25 years old, the girl might be 25, the man might be 40 something. The mother also gave birth to her very early for the mother to be the man's age. If she still wants to go there and the man's background is checked, he's not a womanizer. He doesn't have POP on the hand. Do you understand the word POP? Somebody who is stingy. But he will take care of you. He will give you peace. He will give you home. Praise the Lord. I will bless such a relationship for you. Go and live in peace.
So why is it different if it's a woman, though? If a woman has been married, her husband treated her badly, she's now divorced, she's very stable in her life, she has a job and all this, and she meets a younger guy who is not there to play games, because there are younger guys out there too that are not just play games with you. They genuinely love the person. Why is it so wrong for that woman to date such a younger guy?
Would you do that when you're older?
If I get older and...
Would you do that as an older woman?
If I find a younger guy who treats me really well and loves me, why does anything else matter if he truly loves me and is genuine? Just like how you listed all these characteristics for the older man. Why is it so different if an older woman chooses to go for such a person too?
You see, Grace, can somebody wake him up? Grace. What I'm just trying to say is that, you see, I see a lot of white men, a lot of white women, a lot of black American women do that. 99.99% of the time, the younger guys on their social media and their phones, they end up using the money of the older woman.
A lot of younger girls also do that too.
You see, the point of the matter is that, you see, normally when men marry, men have this sense of authority over a woman. Once you are married, Grace, you are advised, be submissive to your husband. Once you are married, you are told to be respectful to your husband. Honor your husband. Obey your husband. And now, you are 56. You found a 25-year-old boy. And they are blessing the two of you. And Nico is the uncle advising you. You are 56. He is 27. And you are in love with him. And Nico is your uncle advising you, saying that, Grace, you must be respectful to your husband. Grace, you must be submissive to your husband. Meanwhile, maybe the boy's jeans is on his back here. Meanwhile, maybe Grace, you see the social imbalances.
So it's because of the age.
Some people feel age is just a number.
Yeah.
Grace, but 99% of the women who behave like that, if you dip into them, they have deep inner low self-esteem in them. I'm telling you.
So that can be said for older men too that go after younger girls too.
When older men behave, that's what I'm saying. That's why I use the example that if you see older men behaving like that, if you go through his life, a woman might have done something to him somewhere along the path of his life. So it's a woman's
fault then?
Oh, no, it's not a woman's fault.
Why does a woman have to do something to him along the lines for him to be?
It's nature that if you have a twin brother and where your twin brother go out and people see you cursing your twin brother in a way, My culture, they will feel like, what type of woman is this? Why is she insulting a man like that? If the man comes and the man is trying to punch you also, so my culture, people will be like, why is the man treated? Because people expect men to be warm, to be loving, to be sweet to women. And people expect, our society expects women to be respectful unto men. The reason why women must be respectful because we assume in our culture that men are in authority, men are in position, and women are supposed to be submissive. Even though time has grown, time has changed. But Grace, as your father, if you come to my house and tell me, Daddy, I found this guy, I love him so much, he loved me so bad. And I asked you, how old is he? He said, he just said he's 27 years old. And how old are you? I'm 49. I'll say, Grace, are you crazy? Because you know what? It feels like as a woman, you are stepping a little low. Grace, at a certain age, if Faith is, let's say, 30 years old, if you are 42, and Faith doesn't respect himself, and come to tell you he's in love with you, you know what you have to tell him? You don't respect yourself, right? You know why they say that to the boys? Meaning that you should honor my level of growth. Grace, women are supposed to be adored and served.
So a younger guy cannot adore an older woman?
If you allow yourself, he will sleep with you. He will do everything with you. But at the end, I know an older woman, listen to this very carefully, an older woman who was married to a medical doctor. Successful family. Enjoying everything a woman must enjoy. And then she started sleeping around with a younger boy. Through the sexual relationship with a younger boy, her marriage broke up. She was so happy that finally she now has a young boy she could love. The doctor is always busy. The doctor is always this. Now she's very happy. She's also going to enjoy love. It lasted for 6 months, which was the honeymoon period. Grace, if I am not your father and I meet you and I tell you I'm in love with you, all the initial cases, all the initial love making, it is classified as honeymoon period. There is time where the rubber hits the road. You face realities of relationship. It is not everybody who comes and says they love you that you think is love. If you have never lived with anybody under the same roof for a year or two, never ever trust their word that they love you. Because when you live with people, you see the surprises, the weirdness of man. Grace, my body sitting here is a whole manufacturing machine. If I drink water, the water knows where it has to go. If I eat food, the food chemicalizes, goes through the enzymes to function through my kidneys, my livers and stuff. Human being, we are a whole system sitting there. So when you grow up, there are certain things when you're young, you do. When you grow up, you must be smarter. And especially when you're a woman. The reason why women, I will never encourage women to go after boys that are younger than them, is that because it is always appropriate to hold some level of respect for yourself. Why do you have to respect yourself at your age, 49 years old woman, and then you're going for a 27-year-old? You know what happened to this medical doctor's wife whose marriage broke up? When she stayed with a guy for a while, every time she has to go to work, the guy has to be in the house to be a babysitter. So he also has girls he was talking to. Who is crying there? That's my baby mama's children. Yo. So why are they crying like that? Well, they want their mommy. They start talking to them. They start telling them stuff. By the time the girl got to know, one day she came home, the guy left. When the guy left, within 1 week, he was getting married. He got married. Now the lady is broke. She's broken-hearted for breaking her marriage. She's broken-hearted because she introduced her children to this guy as their new father. And the guy is gone. Whereas, it would have been very stable for her if she had waited and taken her time to find somebody her age, her class, her equal, as a woman, to go there than to go solo. Because most of the time, when I see women who also go for boys that are younger than them, I see that they do that out of out of over sexual hunger.
So that cannot be said same for an older man. Because a lot of older men don't like their age group too. Why? Isn't it the same way? The reason why they're
why?
For sexual
stuff
too.
All right. So I'm going to be frank. Before I watch, I'm just going to tell the truth. People don't like me to go. Favor, you watch. People don't like me for me to go too far like that. But I'm going to be frank. This is wiser. It's a Corona Friday night, and we got to talk. When men grow older and older, for a man to have an erection, most of the time, it comes from the brain. Your brain sees stuff, your brain gets stuff, you are stimulated, and then you have some erection. I remember years ago, a woman was complaining very bitterly that the husband comes near her. The husband doesn't have erection. But the husband goes out, and the husband confesses that when I went out, I had full erection. Normally, it is advised that people who are married like that, sometimes the woman has to try to spice up their sexual life a little. The African people, they don't have vacations. They will never decide to go sleep at a hotel. They will never decide to go socialize somewhere. It is always about home and their bedroom and stuff. After a long time, the man's mental stuff begins to fall off. Meanwhile, if he goes to see, Grace is just 20-something years old. Maybe your skin is fresh. Your stuff. He sees that his mind gets... That, I'm telling you the reason why some older men go for younger girls. Because that craziness in their mind, it brings them passion to do the stupid. That is what we say, Papa Penny and Kwalankwan. You hear that a lot. Why? Because that is how they get erection. Bobo, nothing.
So I just this is a lot.
If you are watching, this is Wise Up. This is Bishop Adonteng Boateng here. This is Bishop Adonteng Boateng here. I'm here with my daughter, my own daughter, Grace Sapon. And Faith Wilson is also here. Elijah Bonnie is also here. And this is Bishop Adonteng Boateng. I want us to take a break. And then we shall be back in the next few minutes. Please, can you share? If you are watching, can you share and share? Please share. This is Wise Up. God bless you for watching. All right. If you're watching, this is Bishop Adonteng Boateng. It's Friday night. I know those of you watching on Facebook, I haven't seen you commenting. I haven't seen you sharing nothing. Please, if you're watching everything we're talking about, you should feel free to make a comment. We'll read your comment and then we'll share everything you're bringing up. It's Wise Up, and I'm here tonight with Grace, my beloved daughter here. She got a whole lot about women. She says when she grows up, she wouldn't mind to date a young boy. Maybe somebody 20 years or 15 years older, younger than her. Please, do you agree with my daughter sitting in front of me saying this to her father? That when I grow up and I'm there, I might go I need to buy a baseball bat. And the young man, Grace, just by the way, recently, it's not too long ago, right? Mm-hmm. A girl brought an older girl, brought a very young man home to his parents. This is a very true story. This girl, she brought a younger guy, she's about 37. And she brought the boy about 25 to the house and introduced the boy to the father. But the girl's father is very big, very huge, with big belly like mine. Oh. So when the girl brought the guy to the house, the girl's father told the girl to go bring water. Because you brought a visitor to the house, go and bring water so that he can drink. The man wants to talk to the boy. But when the girl entered the house with the guy, the father was eating. Yesterday, what were you eating in the studios with me? Popcorn. Yeah, the father was, the big man in his house was eating popcorn, fresh one. So when the girl left and the father was sitting there waiting for the girl to come, he just fell asleep. You know how some of these older men, fathers, small minutes they fall asleep. So while the girl was trying to bring the water, the father fell asleep, and the popcorn was just sitting on him asleep. He was making. The boy was hungry. The young boy the girl brought to the house. So he tried to put his hand in the popcorn. But the man used to be a police officer. So when he put his hand in the popcorn, the man, that was it. The man told the boy to leave the house. You are a thief. You understand why when you're a woman and you grow older, there are certain men, you shouldn't let society see you. Grace, I'm a very old man. But I'm not that old, I'm young. There are mothers, I'm going to be frank with you. Mothers that I see them at once and say, Mama or Mommy. I used to be a bad boy though. I went to the school I went to, Accra Academy. Everybody there is, Accra Academy is a school where you go there, you hardened. Christ has really made me good. I'm going to be frank with you. I'm a hardcore. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a very hardcore. Just that however humble I am, the God I decide to serve, He crushed me and broke me and made me who I am. So when I see a woman flirting, when I see a woman, I can see a woman's eye and read deep 10 years into the woman's eye. So there are mothers, older staff, I see them looking through me, and I can see while I'm dressed in my suit, in their eyes, I'm naked before them. You understand? But knowing that I have something that I must protect, I virtually give everybody the Spirit of God and not my flesh. From the day I give out my flesh to any of these people, one by one, they will all leave the ministry. Our ministry is very big. You are here so you know. Why? Because as hard as I'm trying that I will hold myself this way than to open myself up to them. I am free for any woman to hug me. And I hug any man. You are my daughter, so you know what I'm coming from. But apart from that, my passion and my zeal in life is not to give myself to people because they are interested. So when you grow to a certain level of life, there are certain things when you do, you must be reasonable. when you are older, and let's say 30 years, and you are dating a 20-year, either you are very desperate, or you don't find a boyfriend, or you are sexually. That is why I observe a woman going down.
So that's for women alone.
Great. I already explained to you the reason why older men.
They're also desperate. They're sexually remote too.
Great.
And they do not want to go for their own age.
Oh no, they
I
go.
just think
they
it's
go.
very perverted with them. Like I just.
Grace, okay.
It's the same way for women that also go for younger men too. I don't understand why we have to classify women in a different bubble and just put this type of stigma on them and not do the same thing for men.
According to the Bible, when David, in his very old age, when David was very old and he was about to die, at that time there were no thermometers and microscope to check the breathing levels of David, because the grace of God upon David was so strong that there were times where they thought he died, he came back. But this time they were very confident that the man is dead. But because they were not sure, they had to go bring a very young girl with a naked self, just to see if David would touch her. And because David didn't touch the girl, they all started crying that indeed the man is dead. Grace is crazy. What you're saying is perfect, you're right. But Nikwe is older. If I see Nikwe chasing girls, will I respect him? Nah.
Okay, now I understand you. Okay, now I get it. Because if you're going to
give
the man the same type of treatment.
Let me go further before I forget. If I see Nikwe chasing young girls, hey Vivian, hey Grace, hey Nikwe, you see some older men, they see young girls and they are triple concussion. That is very perverted. That is nasty. When you grow to certain levels of life, there are certain things. If I see Faith doing them today, Faith, can you try to be better? These women, what are you gaining from them? You can talk to them, don't give yourself to them. He's growing up. A day is coming, the same thing I'm telling him as his father. I expect him to tell his son also the same thing. But if grown-up men will not acknowledge their age and time, and they'll be jumping from one young girl to the other, then that man has a problem. Grace, in the same way, if you are a woman, maybe with even children, and you are observed flirting, show interest in younger men, you are very dirty. You are very, 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 very dirty.
So the men are very, very dirty too. Can we keep that? I just want us to keep the same energy for both. Because
you see, Grace, if I don't tell this truth, I'm hurting you. Men are dirty, crazy. But you know why women are very, very dirty? Grace, if a man wants to make love to you, you must permit. If you don't permit, it's force. He can even go to jail for it. So your acceptance to permit is what classifies your class. Oh, Grace, Nikwe came. You know how they say, oh, this guy came recently, he slept with that girl. Oh, this guy also came recently, he slept with that girl. You know, you are a woman, why do you see that woman?
I see the same thing for that. I see the same.
If we're not on set today, I would have beaten you here.
It's society.
Society what?
We put such a stigma on women that the same thing men do, men get a pass for it.
No, like, it is not a pass, right, Grace? Hold on. I'll let you talk. It is not a pass, but the truth of the matter is, I own a house. And today, Nico enters the house, Grace enters, Faith enters. Oh, that man is very easy. Oh, that house, everybody can go there. Oh, this house, everybody has been there. It is not everybody can go to the White House. It is not everybody that can go to the White House. You are searched. I've been there before. They search you. You have to go through some background check. In the same way, grace, that is your White House. So if you're a woman and everybody wants to go to the White House, everybody, so I classify that everybody is men. Everybody wants to go to the White House. But the security there, the Secret Service there, the police there, Grace, the procedure you must go through before you even go to the lawn. Hey, Grace. In the same way, it is expected of you as a woman.
And a man, like.
Hold on, let me affirm this. It is expected of you as a woman. Now, Grace, this is your White House. Grace, this guy said he loves you. You look at him up and down. I'm sorry. You know why? This White House, it's not everybody that can come there. Yeah. It's a White House. It is my white area. It's not everybody. You see some women always, they are showing their boobs. They always want to show their legs. When you see them, I'm telling you, when you think in society, wise people, smart people, when they see women like that, they judge them. It's not good. Never ever walk life and create a platform where people can easily judge you. You understand my point? So, Grace, it is not easy for anybody to enter the White House. Why? Because the White House is a preserved area. Every woman that is watching also, Grace, in the same way. Whoever that you are sitting there, whoever that you are from here all the way to there, it's your White House. It is not everybody. Grace, the men who are trying to come into your White House, they are freaks. They are wild beasts. They have cameras. They want, if you go to the White House, Grace, people they take pictures. They do this. In the same way, Grace, excuse me, may the Lord never let that happen to you. A guy can have sex with you and video. And share it with his friends. Yo, bro, yo, feel me. But Grace, that is your whole White House over there like that. And the guy doesn't care after all. He doesn't lose nothing. Yo. You understand my point? That is why, Grace, I'm saying as a woman, you must have some boundary around your White House. That never ever sit down and said, oh, my husband is cheating, so why can't I cheat? Because one thing is, you have a White House.
But a man that's married can cheat though.
No.
So
all of it
you say in the White House. So what does that go for a man that also sleeps with a lot of women? What are they?
He's crazy.
He's dirty, like you said.
He has no standard. Oh. He has no respect for himself. Why? You know why, Grace? I don't know how to say this in English. But when I was growing up, I was told something by an old lady. Say, Emma, your bosom. Women are spirits. You see how every month, I'm sorry I have to go this far, but I'm teaching somebody. You see how every month a woman must bleed out of herself, recover herself, and be normal. That blood and all those things, women are spirit. That is why if a man rapes a woman, without anything, she can sit down and rub her butt on the floor, cry, and the man can die from that. I'm telling you. So whatever God made you as a woman, Grace, don't compare it to a man and throw your pensies for anybody. You are such thing that is why certain men have been having sex with women, but they have never found the end of any woman. You can have sex with a woman, she will shout, hey, Grace. She is faking you. And certain men, they have any Grace, he is faking you. When I mean, who be that? No. That is how a fool a man can be. Grace, after Solomon lived his life, Solomon had 1,000 girlfriends. Money, and 1,000 girlfriends. Before he died, he said this is all vanity. Because he realized that he has been a fool. Before he died, as blessed as he was, he died very miserable. Grace, if any man tells you, I slept with this, that man is a fool. Not just daddy, but such a fool and a fool, because he has no wisdom. And that is why I want to tell you, a woman, such men, You shouldn't even allow them to come to your White House. If you are a foolish woman also and you just allow such men to run through your White House, you are even dirtier than him. This is where you become dirtier than him. Why? Because look at how dirty he is. And because he is handsome, because he's eloquent, because he has cars, because he has money, you open up your White House. Grace, I said, go back to the, I'll take you there one day. Go and see the security there. Go and see the Secret Service people there. The police. They have dogs. Grace, I went to the White House. Some of the dogs before you go, ish. In the same way, my daughter, what I'm saying is, your White House, there are certain people who, so when you dress up, listen to this carefully, when you dress up from today, just thinking about me alone, that because of my daddy, Adonteng Boateng as my father, there are certain levels of dresses you shouldn't wear because you hold some class. The fact that you're sitting here with me talking like this, it positions you at my same class. And therefore, certain boys, when I see them running around with you, Grace Omunu who cry. When men say that about you, a woman, it's like you have been trashed. I want you to be held as valued, appreciated. Rose flowers are beautiful, but it doesn't last long, then they wither. A woman is watching, she might not agree with me because she's sleeping with a younger guy, because that's all she got. But if I have my way to advise her, I'll tell her to continue to hold her class until one day, someday, she'll find somebody. There's a girl I know. I don't want to mention her name. She lives in Maryland. She found a boy. She knew she was older than the boy. The boy keeps asking her, how old are you? She will never tell the boy, playing games. So they were making love. They were having sex. They were in a relationship. Then the lady traveled one day outside America. So the guy went to her house, opened some things up and realized that the girl is about 6 years older than him. She never talked to the girl again. That's what the boy said. Even though they were making love, the girl was praying. She said, I'm not interested in a woman that is older than I am.
Yeah, there are people that don't like it, but if somebody likes an older man,
if a woman likes,
if the guy also likes an older woman, because in this case you're saying he doesn't like older women, and he felt like the lady deceived him, that's okay. But if there's somebody out there who genuinely loves an older woman, how is that a problem?
Let me tell you something, and this is very true. I know a woman, right, who she has beautiful daughters, 4 girls, all of them girls, very, very beautiful. And the daughters always, they wear short mini stuff, they are in the house. Their father died early. And the mother went and took this young boy as a boyfriend and brought the guy to the house. When the guy came to the house, and he saw the woman's daughter, this one coming with this, her butt flapping like, because they were all wearing short stuff. And this one come with her chest. The guy's eyes were going like this. The older woman told the guy, don't step here again. You don't step here again. Because the boy there was young enough to be her daughter's equal. So she feared.
Yeah, she might.
All too soon, one of her daughters, because her daughters didn't have boyfriends too, and they will be looking. And then you bring a boy home who one of her daughters told the other daughter, oh my God, this is the exact type of boy I'm looking for. And then you, the mother, brings this one home. Madam.
But Daddy, you know there are women with children too that go for people their age, and the men are just as perverted as the younger man.
Grace,
that will also look.
Men are crazy.
So we can't really classify that one as.
No, Grace. All I'm saying is, I want a woman to be defensive of yourself. That is my point.
Okay.
Men are beasts, including myself. If I say men are beasts, you understand? A beast that has no boundary. A beast can go for anything in skirt. A lion can eat even a monkey's baby as little as it is. But if it's human, you're supposed to be reasonable. But that beast in a man is what makes us get erection and we just want to throw out stuff. But it's up to you, the woman, to make choices. Is that what I want to go for? Because he wants it, do I give it to him? The moment you give it to him, you have no boundary for yourself anymore. The moment you open up your White House for any man, your womanhood is finished. He can, I know a man that is younger, was sleeping with an older woman. And then when he started dating a younger girl, he told the younger girl that the woman has gray hair all over. The older woman cried like a baby because she bought a car for the young man. She bought a brand new iPhone for the young man. And she never expected that the boy will find a younger girl and even tell the girl, say, Mommy, we are a journey with gray. You understand? But she positioned herself there. If she had found somebody with also gray plus gray is gray. But if you're an older woman and you go for a younger boy who is also not matured and he's still in his teens playing games, he will play games with you and go and laugh. Do you know, Grace? Let me tell you something. Some men sleep with women and immediately after they go out and laugh. I have finished. Have you seen a woman going to sleep with a man and laugh before?
Yeah.
Women go and sleep with
a lot of women do it.
Is that why somebody was trying to attack me? I bind you. I bind you. I bind you.
A lot of women also talk. Women also talk about stuff like this.
No, Grace, you see, the way women talk, you don't understand. Nikwe sees a young girl and he's skirmishing. Nikwe doesn't come to church. But because the young girl is in the church, Nikwe starts coming to church. He even starts singing in the choir.
Hey.
And the girl is also the prayer warrior leader. So she's excited. Oh my God, this guy, I have converted a soul. And the girl, I am so happy. Now the girl agrees and they start having sex. 1, 2, 3, Nikwe calls one of his friends and says, yo, I have suffered power, but finally today meaning that he was searching for something. He entered the White House. He saw the White House. And the guy stopped going to the church. Because of that, the girls believe in Christ and his faith in Christ. Everything went down. She even stopped going to church. Up to now, she's not married. The guy is married twice. Married one, he broke up. He's married again. But the girl has never been married. Okay. So, as a woman, your White House, which is you, from your here, from your there, that White House, it has to be secret serviced. It has to be secret serviced. So the White House is secret serviced. But the moment you let out loose for anybody, he said I'm cute. He said I'm sexy. Some stupid woman, all that you need to get for them to open the door for you. So wow, hey, you are so sexy. You are so pretty. She will follow you like a goat. It shouldn't be like that. There must be some parameter to protect yourself because you are a woman. All right?
Yes.
Wise up.
Wise up.
Wise up. All right, so what else?
Also, I have a question. This is something I've noticed in a lot of churches with women. Why is it that older women, there's a lot of, especially black women, that are single? A lot of them.
No, are you saying black African? Because
let's just stick with African for now. A lot of African women, most especially those that have been married before, and once like the marriage breaks up or whatever, it's so hard for them to find a man, especially the ones in churches, like women, black women, African women in churches. It's so hard for them to find men. Do you think this type of stigma that is created around like, oh, women are supposed to hold this, you're supposed to hold this, is what is hindering them from finding? Because they can divorce, and then the man they divorced, their ex-husbands, go off to even marry again.
Grace.
But then the women are still like...
That's what I'm telling you, Grace.
And a lot of them die single too.
As old as I sit here, I pray that it shouldn't happen. I can marry again marry again because it's my choice.
So why can't it be the woman's choice too? Why do we have
so
to?
But a man has to agree to marry you though.
Yeah, but you guys have all these stigma around it, like the woman, like you just said, it's not right for an older woman to date a younger man. Maybe this older woman who's divorced, maybe her true love is a younger guy, but then because she's in a church and she's hearing, as an older it kind of scares them, and they're not happy.
Something very funny. The girl who married the prince in London, what is her name?
Meghan Markle.
Meghan, right? Mm-hmm. You know she's a divorcee, right? Mm-hmm. Mm. And also I think she's a little older than the guy, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think she's slightly older. All that I want to share with you is that it's funny, but one of the things the British people never like about her was the fact that she was a divorcee. For some reason, the royals, they feel that you have to be a woman, nobody, blah, blah, blah. Time has changed, but they still live in that old Queen Elizabeth type of stuff. It was whatever it is, the two of them agreed to marry, and they are happily married. If the girl walks away, the girl must also begin to go find her way for somebody else to come and propose. Because 99% of women who try to propose to men, they are very desperate. They are afraid the guy might run. I know a girl who collapsed. The guy wasn't proposing. She tried to propose. The day she was proposing, the guy's other girlfriend was there. And you understand my point? So Grace, if you decide you want to love your daddy, I must agree to make it work for you. Otherwise, you and I have to play secretly. But from the day we want to step out, I, as a man, must agree. I must bring you out. So you are in the church. You are single. You have children. We're all praying that somebody else should come and choose you and marry you. A man who is single, who is divorced, can fly anywhere. Faith, I saw this girl, I'm interested. He looks at the shape of the girl and says, oh yeah, that's my taste. They talk 1, 2, 3. The girl also comports to him. There you go. If he feels it's what he wants, he can marry. If it doesn't work, then within the next month, he can find another woman. That is why when you're a woman, you must be careful of the choices you make. Even though a man can go out making certain choices with women, you are a woman. If I come to your church, Grace, I'm not married, and I see you showing interest in me, I'm in the church. There are two things. Either I'm going to say, well, she loves me. I'm going to look at you like, that is a Jezebel trying to bring me down. Me ba o ma so girl be o be ifo be o be say o ma me hwia. You understand? So when you're a woman, you must be careful of the choices you make. Once you're divorced, I hate anybody must divorce. And I pray that from here, if anybody like you as a daughter, Grace, you must make choices to marry. Make your better choices now. Because sometimes after divorce, it is sad a lot of them, men come and play with them, trick them, play with their children, have sex with them 1, 2, 3. The kids call that man uncle. And then here comes another uncle. Grace, is it cool? It's not good for the children. You have to lie to them that they are your cousins. You have to lie to them that they are their uncles. Grace, it's not good. It's not healthy. It's not clean. So what I'm saying is today that you're not married, if you have chance to marry that will last forever and forever. Because if you have to grow older and now you have to turn back and begin to chase younger men. This woman, I told you she was married to a medical doctor and she followed the young boy. Later on, the young boy's girlfriend told her, I said, Abrewa, you old lady like you, leave him alone. The young boy's new girlfriend called the woman, you old lady like you, Abrewa. But she could have stayed with the ex-husband. The ex-husband was a medic. But because she was thinking this young boy is my love of life, my lover of lover, he went and took a younger boy. But you see, if it was a younger girl also who was doing that, they are talked to. If the man doesn't want, he can leave him and go and carry another one. If you have money, if you have life and you are a man, I can always go and choose another woman. I can always.
But if the woman has money, she cannot choose another one because she's dirty.
Oh, no, she's not dirty. If the woman has money
and she also
and she's divorced, yeah, she can go and carry one.
Yeah.
Within 6 months, that marriage breaks up. She go and carry another one. Because that's what men can do. Within another 6 months, she realizes that this guy is also no good. And you are a woman. And then you make, you see, if an animal dies in this room, a big animal, you see flies, big house flies. Because they know there's a dead animal there. That is how men chase women. Because there's a dead meat there. So if you're a woman and you don't have that respect for yourself, that honor, and you want to run around with your breast flapping around, with your yourself without any secret service around yourself, grace. A day is coming, these same men, Faith, Nikwe, all of them, this woman, Kwame the Koyo, Kofi the Koyo, oh, grace. When it happens like that, you are saying in society, but you lose a lot of respect. One thing is, money can buy anything. One thing money can never buy for you is your honor. From the day you were born, there is an honor over you. Today, sitting here with me as my daughter, your honor is even bigger. Grace, don't put it down for pigs to play with it. When pigs come, hey! Because they don't deserve to come and touch it. But if you have to feel like, why men do this, I can't do this. No, Grace. As a woman, I personally will advise you, just start and hold yourself. Be selective. I want you to be selective as to who comes and goes. Don't follow that foolish man who wants to enter into every young's pants. It's foolish. It shows, it's a sign of immaturity. When you see a man trying to enter into every woman's underwear or skirt, it's a sign that that man, I don't want to mention this guy's name. It's too bad. The singer, there's a R&B singer. I don't want to mention his name. Very gifted, but see how his life ended. You know the guy I'm talking about. You cannot do that. This shows a deeper something wrong with somebody. Because if you grow to a certain stage in life, you have to be wise. That's why we're doing Wise Up.
Yeah.
Wise Up is because, Grace, you are 50 years old, and you're going to take a boy 30 years old. It could work. It might work. You could step up and make it work. I know popular people who have younger guys. It might work, but normally people hold their breath waiting to see what might happen.
Because of what is being the standard.
It's not the standard, Grace. You know one thing I've grown to realize now? So many things people talk about. If you see somebody advising somebody about stepchildren, somebody has experienced stepchildren before. If you see somebody advising somebody about older women, somebody has been there before. If you see somebody advise somebody about stepmothers, somebody has been there before. So it's not society. If somebody tells the bishop, the way this girl behaves, be careful. Somebody has seen something and they are putting things together to tell you that. So it's not just society sometimes. Sometimes it's good when you hear people giving advice. However stupid it is, grab a couple. After what you don't need, you walk away. What you need, you put it down. That is how you become wise in life. God bless you. Nikwe, God bless you. Faith Wilson, God bless you. Grace Abo. Please, Nikwe, I want to take a break. If you're watching, please share this video. I'll be very glad. Please share the video. This is Bishop Adonteng Boateng. Friday night, Wise Up. And tomorrow, 4 p.m., we shall be here and we shall be live too. God bless you. Let's take a break. this is Bishop Adonteng Boateng. Mommy Millicent Boateng, I miss you. Tell my daughter, Faith, that I miss her so bad. Jenny White, thank you for the compliment. Mommy said, wow, Grace of Faith. Something went on. Grace of Faith, God bless you. Patricia Mensah, Millicent Boateng, I will not say. For all of you that are watching, please, this is Bishop Adonteng Boateng here. We're on Wise Up. It's a beautiful Friday night, and we're having some good time here. If you have any question, I'll be very glad to read your question now. If you have any question, please throw your questions. You want to read your questions. So we're waiting for your comment and your questions. We want to see how you are enjoying, and if you have any questions or comment, please share your comments, share your opinion, and let's go from there. I'm here with my daughter. I'm teaching her a lot, and I pray that the day Grace gets her wedding, I'll be a proud father to make sure that I know that I've told her the truth and nothing but the truth. I feel Abuajiwa Nyankopon Shirao. Grace Apon.
Yes, Daddy.
So, have you gained any wisdom from here?
Yes, I've gained a lot.
So, what is the main thing you gained today?
The part where you said, if somebody gives advice, even though you might not agree, you still have to listen and take something out of it. So
it's very critical, Grace. Yes. Sometimes it might look stupid. Sometimes, Grace, if you are street smart, right, you will escape always. Street smart is gained when you pick wisdom from people. So if you go to your friend's house and the father is advising your friend, don't close your mind and say, he's not talking to me. If your ears can hear, listen. Maybe that is what might lead to your next breakthrough. You understand? Mm-hmm. So everywhere you go in life, the opportunity to get wisdom, grab it. It's very expensive. Sometimes education don't give you wisdom. Education gives you career. Mm-hmm. But real wisdom, education don't give it. Life experiences, parental training, and how you yourself socialize is how you gain wisdom. You understand? So wisdom is very expensive. You see men, they are very educated, but they are fools. With Jimmy Senkuto. You know why they say that? He has no wisdom, but he is a graduate of some high school, but he has no wisdom. You see a woman, very beautiful, nice makeup, very educated, but she's a stupid fool. You know why she's a stupid fool? No. She has no wisdom, training from home. What I'm doing to you now, this is a father-daughter raising you in the future that you cannot be fooled. And when I'm not there, and Grace, as a daughter, you must make judgment. You make judgment because your daddy told you the truth. You can now use your own experiences and the wisdom your daddy gave you to advance your next level. You understand, my daughter?
Yes.
What is your next question?
So, I want to know.
Let me respect somebody. Okay. Marisa Stray Girls, Lillian Yache, Loretta King. God bless you. Be Pape Bikupi. Venice Kianelli, I salute you. Please, if you're watching, this is Wise Up, Loretta King. I'm waiting for the commercial. God bless you. Please. This is Wise Up. God bless you. Go ahead.
So, in the Bible, it says you're supposed to wait until marriage before you have sex. Like, what is your take on that? Like, what is your advice on that?
The Bible says, without marriage, without sex, no marriage. Have I done that before? Yeah. You know, I always tell you that I don't like to pretend. This is my second marriage. Have I done that before? Oh, so many times. Will I tell you the same thing? I'll tell you no. As a woman, before you allow anybody to come to your White House, Grace, take this advice deep. Take your time. Like before you go to the American White House, they have you, the Secret Service will do a background check. My question is, if my son Faith has to marry again, and he brings a girl here. Oh my God, she's so pretty. Her eyes are bulky. Look at her legs. Look at her thighs. After the girl has said, great, Faith, this is all nonsense. Take your time and observe the woman. It's not sex. You see, when it comes to marriage, Grace, sex has nothing to do with marriage. Character. If Faith as a man wants to marry, I said, Faith, the first thing you should look out of this woman is a woman of integrity. A woman that is disciplined. A woman that says yes and is yes and not pretenses and fake. You as a woman, my daughter, you want to marry. Grace, who is he? Where is he coming from? Where is his mother? If you want to marry somebody, find out who the mother is. Look at the relationship between himself and his mother. In the future, he will do the same thing to you. If a guy doesn't respect the mother, I am a father, I will never encourage you to marry him. Because when you grow older now, you are in a honeymoon period where you guys are doing your thing. Grace, give you 5, 7, 10 years where he's tired, where he's drunk, where he comes home angry. The same thing he was doing to his mother, he will do the same thing to you. You understand my point? So Grace, I will not even encourage you to even think about going to have sex with somebody about marriage. Marriage is longer than sex. A time comes where let's have sex, I'm not interested. But if you don't take care, you could waste your precious life for the earlier sex you give out. You could waste your precious life, your honored life for the earlier sex you give out. So don't let sex be part of any priority. As to Grace, for you to know anybody, take your time. He's your boyfriend. If you observe anything that is not right about him, move on. Don't say, I have been with him for 4 years, so I can't. I can't. Everybody's life and line is different. If you observe anything during dating or incubating period and it's not good, I will personally tell Grace, put your feet down and let him go. Wait for the right person. The worst thing a woman you should do is to see a guy that is a womanizer and says, I'm going to marry him. When I marry him, he will change. Once a cheat, always a what?
A cheat.
Once a cheat, always a what?
A cheat.
Once a cheat, always a what?
A cheat.
If he's a womanizer, and you go and marry him, and you put a coat on him, a pig, if you shower him and give a bath to him, say, pig, I've showered you, let's go. When he leaves you, he'll go and sit in the mud. Ninyanza, I don't know. You hear?
Yeah. Also, often, like you said, you don't know a person, you have to really study them. But I hear they're saying that you don't really know someone until you live with them. So is it advisable to live with someone before you guys get married?
Grace, if it's not because of my religious background and life, I will tell you that, first of all, I don't really encourage people, anybody, I will never encourage anybody to do long distance relationship. It's the worst thing. We live in a world where people pretend. People are so fake. People are so fraudulent. It's crazy. They lie. If you can pay, they lie. They lie. And so it is appropriate that before the commitment of marriage, at least you must date the person. The reason why it's not good for you as a woman to go live with a man, I know women who went and lived with men. They became pregnant. 1, 2, 3. Now they are forcing the men to go and see their parents. But this car, I have used it and used it and used it. Why am I going to see your parents? It takes somebody with character. Somebody who says, I want to go respect your parents. Otherwise, 90% of the men, they don't go anymore. And what is worst is, some of them, after they've dated them, have children with them. By the time you know, he's having a wedding with another woman. Because he was never committed to you. So Grace, for you, a woman, your security, You should never live with any man, and you should never give some commitment, certain commitment. You should not be given it, because what if you run away?
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
But it is very appropriate also that when you date them, when you are together and you are building marriage, you come to his house. He can come to your house, because he must know you. You must go there unaware. You must go there unannounced. The day you went there, he's beating the mother. Hey, are you the one I'm going to marry? Grace is enough. I know a guy who was seriously looking to go marry a girl. Everything was done. One day, surprisingly, he went to the girl's house. The girl was having a misunderstanding with the father. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shouting, and the father was shaking like a dog. Hey! And when the guy was going, the guy went with his friend. They say, yo, is that the woman you're going to marry? What will she offer you? The guy walked away. It's about 12 years now. The girl is still not married. You understand? And these are things you could live with him and you will never know that, though, because he will hide it. But when you want, that's why long distance is not good. You must have proximity, closeness, to be able to go in and out, to be able to pass by and see, to convince yourself before you step in to marry. And that is why it's also good that if you want to marry, I prefer you, if the man is coming, the man should come through the church. Because at least the church can tell the man that, oh, Grace. The girl can tell the man that, oh, Grace is my daughter. Grace is the president of the youth department. Grace is a woman of character. Grace is a very disciplined individual. Oh, the way Grace serves his father. Oh my God. Young man, you are blessed. Then the boy will be making his hair like a horse in water. Like this, like this, like this. So if you go through a church, it helps you. But otherwise, I will never advise women to just go about. Today, you see so many of the girls giving out sex. It's not good for you, the woman. If you're a woman, it's not good for you. If you want to give out sex, don't do it. Even as crazy as you might do, go do with one person 1 hour. But crazy women who wants to hop up. Today they see Faith. Oh my God, Faith, your shoulders are so big. Oh my God, he's so cute. Or he sees Nikwe. Nikwe says, you are so sexy. Oh. Are you serious? He said, yeah. Can I take your number? Bishop Bennett and your wife, Georgina, Dr. Georgina Boateng. I salute you. I salute. This is Wise Up, Bishop Adonteng Boateng. Richard Obobi, Mary Ade, Mary, Yanko Ponchon, Reason Anthony. Reason. He said, Bishop, you only speak facts. Reason, I was waiting for you and my daughter. Where is she? If she's watching, tell her Bishop says, hi. Reason, so tell her Bishop says, hi, I'm waiting for the opportunity to meet her. I'll be very glad to see her. Rich man, Kwamina Addison. God bless you too. Ti Adwa Boache. Miss Wedi, my daughter, God bless you. This is Wise Up. Grace, what else? A lot of people are enjoying though, and I'm very happy. Yeah, Wise Up.
We're glad you're enjoying. This is a little bit extreme, but what if, what is your advice on, let's say, a girl, you're dating this guy, and you guys decide to like abstain from sex till marriage, and then you finally get married, and then on your honeymoon, you find out like your husband's thing is like this big.
Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace, say that again. I've been asking far from Mama. Thank you. God bless. Say that again. Look through the camera. Don't look at me like that.
I'm
look through the camera. Yeah, I know, but look through the camera and say, your mother is watching. No.
So, Daddy, what if you
decide to abstain?
You and a guy, let's say I'm dating a guy, and we decide to abstain from sex. Until we get married. Yeah. And then on our honeymoon, everything is going nice, you know. And he takes off his pants and his thing is like this big. Like, what do I do?
When it's this big, you know how they call it okra. Nkrumah. You know nkrumah, the green okra. Americans call it okra. Grace, what you're saying recently happened. The guy collapsed. No, the guy collapsed. A guy met a very beautiful lady online. A white man though. And he was so crazy. The woman is just so beautiful. Her chest, her body was just beautiful. So they decided to marry. And the lady insisted that she doesn't want any sex before marriage. She doesn't want that. So they agreed that without sex, they had their wedding, then they went to honeymoon. On their honeymoon, they went to, I think, Jamaica or something. And while they were in bed trying to play, the woman kept resisting the man from taking his hand down the woman. But the man was like, why? Why are you doing that? The man is stripped naked. The woman doesn't want to. When the man forces his hand there, apparently the guy is a man woman. Oh, the guy collapsed. Yeah, he's a man. But everything about him is a woman. But very, very pretty, Grace, if you see the woman. But otherwise, he's a woman. But also, underneath there is a man. If you're dating a woman or a man and you abstain from sex, that is why it is very good to go for counseling. If the counselor is good, the counselor is supposed to bring all this. Have you had sex before? Grace, how many times have you had sex? What is your experience in sex? What turns you on in sex? What is your fantasy in sex? When I say fantasy, you don't understand. Yeah, okay. Fantasy is like, okay, Nikwe says, my fantasy is, I wish my wife will use a vibrator on herself and I see, turns me on. That is fantasy. The counselor is supposed to bring all these facts out and later bring the two of you together and share this. A counselor can never say, you draw your crew. So during talk and things, it is expected that he will bring some facts out. But apart from that all, Grace, remember the day you went to the altar to marry. The day, and this is what is killing so many people, I must be frank. Honest people is killing them. Christians, pastors is killing them. Born again people are dying because of this. On the day you went to the altar and you were making all these proposals to this handsome man or this beautiful angel on that night, you said, I will marry you for better and for okro.
Oh.
So the day you went to the honeymoon and you flip, he flips, and you touch it and you realize that
you're supposed to stay. So is there no, can the girl divorce him though? Because that's, what is she going to do with that?
I know a lady that divorced a pastor like that. I know a lady that in Ghana.
So is that acceptable though? Is that
the judgment is between herself and God. She lived in Europe, married to a husband, nice husband. One of those pastors they call in Ghana. She's been calling the pastor, and I think through their conversation, she fell in love with the pastor. So she decided to walk away from the pastor. Yeah, pastor. And then she told the husband to went to Ghana. Oh my God, she made this wedding big. But because the man is a priest, the man says he doesn't want premarital sex. So they had this big wedding. Everybody was there. And then they went to honeymoon. The next morning, the lady, women who live in Europe, they are very wild though. If any woman has lived in Europe for a long time, they are very wild. She started packing her things. Quick. Meet me. And then later she explained that the man is saying, I think she has also lived long. If I say a woman has lived long, just say, well, fine. Now, wait, the other Bible anything. So she got upset and she left. In the same way, when I lived in Accra years ago, I know a guy, his family forced and married for him. He didn't want to marry. His family said, you are rich, marry. He won't marry. So they brought a woman and they forced and he married a woman. 3 months later, he was angry, telling the woman to leave the house, leave here. And the family came trying to resolve the matter. He won't talk. He won't talk. They say, why? Tell us why you want the woman to leave your house. She's your wife. He said, you people are bringing me a woman. You brought this woman to me. So looking at it, normally it's always good to go through counseling. And also, it is also good, Grace, if you want to marry anybody, try and find out who is faith, who is your ex. Ask if somebody comes to want to marry you, and it's my son, I'll tell him, Bisakulani say, why not any ex-boyfriend? At least you should be able to know the 3 ex-boyfriends of a girl before you marry. That is one of the bad mistakes Christians we say by faith, by faith. Grace, character is not the same like faith though. If somebody is evil and bad, they are bad. Character is not faith. Onya, bon. So, Grace, when it comes to character and human attitude, it has nothing to do with faith. Sanity, that's the way it is. So, you want to know, in America here, if you want to do anything with the federal government, they want to know your 5 last known addresses. Your last 5 known addresses. So, Grace, you've dated 10 men before I meet you to marry. I want to know which of them. Tell me how many of them. 5 of them. Show me who they are. This guy was your boyfriend. Your ex-boyfriend should determine who you are. Your ex-girlfriend should determine.
What if you've changed though? Because I may have dated somebody that was like.
You remember earlier on I was
changed. If I have changed and I go for a better person, would that my new boyfriend, would that my ex, is that a good thing to base it on who I am?
You remember I was telling you earlier that the choices you make could affect you in the future? There are certain women. Recently there's a rich man in Ghana whose son wants to marry and wanted to marry a very nice girl. But the girl has some attitude with his past. Some people went behind her and told the young man, the rich man's son, that, hey, this girl, this is her past. She dated this day. And the guy dogged her and went to take another person. She's crying. So the choices you make as a woman, it defines you. If you are the type of woman who just wants boys who wear shorts and put it on their hair, and you have 1 or 2 of them, and they say you have changed, and I'm wearing a suit, and today you want suit, knowing what I know about life now, I'll be very careful of you, because in the future, your mindset is about short boys in short hair. You could go back.
So you're trying to say people cannot grow in character?
90% of women who grow, later at some point, in their foolishness, they go back to it. I'm telling you.
Is it the same for men, too?
I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
But so how did?
Hold on, let me celebrate some Sarah Getia Gloria Sapon, Sandra Sophie, Mami Favor, Dwelly Striggles, Matabuahin, Sandra Bill, Stacy B. Manson, Eno Asante. Oh, my daughter. Eno, Daddy loves you. Tell my granddaughter, Daddy loves her babe. Dwelly Striggles. He says, I'm tuning in to Wise Up. Please, if you're watching, this is Wise Up. This is Bishop Adonteng Boateng. I'm here with my daughter. We're browsing, we're thinking. If you're watching, if you have anything to share, if you have any comments, feel free to write it up on Facebook. I will answer you. What were you saying? I'm not like that. What am I saying?
So, but how can you classify? You're not a woman either. So how can you tell us what exactly women are like this and be so specific? When you're a man, you can't even tell me if men are also the same way.
Ministry has taught me a lot. Ministry has helped me to define. I always tell you that, and I tell Faith that when people come here now, the wig you wear, your necklace, and the way you carry yourself, 1, 2, there are categories and lines of people. You are placed there. I have that walls around me just to be able to know who to enter certain levels of life with. You understand? Certain things you cannot generally blanket every woman, but majority of women. If you look at her ex-boyfriend, her first boyfriend, her 8th boyfriend, and you balance them out, you can tell where she's going in life.
So we can't say the same for men. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, women open up more. Men, apart from what I know about myself, I can't talk too much for men. You understand?
So is it women that are telling you this about themselves that makes you know more, or?
In ministry, women open up and talk more than men. Characters like this about men, they don't share. Unless the Lord opens your hand, you catch him, say, hey, you, hey. But he will never give you details. Okay. But women, when you bring it up, they open up and talk.
So can we just stick with a demographic then, than to generalize women like this? Because based on the church,
I'm not generalizing women. Everything I'm telling you, Grace, is just facts. Everything I'm sharing with you, I'm not generalizing women. But you see, because you are young, and a father is talking to a daughter, I must come truthful and generally truthful with you. At least if you go and you make certain mistakes in my truth, at least I took you so high. So even if you fail, you cannot fail so low. You will fail at some point. But I must be truthful and as truthful as possible with you. So when you go out and your father is not there, and you are making any decisions whatsoever, certain things you might ignore, but so many of the things, oh, this is what my daddy told me. Oh, look at what the guy is doing. There's a Krobo language. There's a language in Ghana called Krobo. They say something, Ademi Mumu. Ademi Mumu means that this I have been told already. I want you as a daughter to walk around with the thought in your mind that this thing, my daddy told me about it. That is what fathers do. Fathers were there to guide. Fathers are there to direct, not just raise. Mothers raise children. Fathers guide. You understand? So I'm guiding you. I'm not blanketing women, but I'm shooting straight at you, so that even if you have places to wiggle your legs, you wiggle not too far, because this world is a very dangerous place now. Right? Yes. Reverend Bismarck Eduje Mfi. Mommy said, wow, God bless you. Paulina Sam, God bless you. This is Wise Up. Grace, what's up? That's it?
Yes.
That's
I'm
it?
very thankful. I learned a lot today.
You learned a lot today?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Somebody is shooting a message in my inbox. He said he wants my suit. Marisa Striegel said, Bishop, I've heard someone say before, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. I'm still learning. You hear that? Mm-hmm. Hear what she said? That's Marisa Striegel. Marisa Striegel, that's a very good quote. She said, I have heard someone say before, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So if you want to know them very well, watch their past. That is why even if you have to go and work at McDonald's, they do a background check. Mm-hmm. So if any boy wants to marry you and says they want to marry, who is your ex-girlfriend? Why did your ex-girlfriend leave you? He might lie. So before this ex-girlfriend, who was your other girlfriend? Sometimes leave him alone and begin to read the ex-girlfriends. Whatever he did with the ex-girlfriends will not be different from what he would do with you. Whatever he did with the ex-girlfriends will never be different from what he's doing with you. Even if people say they have changed. Certain characters, they are hard to kill. Right? Okay. Please, if you're watching, if you have any comment or anything, share with me. Mami said, well, thank you. Elder Kofi Adonteng, thank you. Grace, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Our ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful Friday night. This is Wise Up. I'm here with my beautiful, wonderful daughter, Grace Sapon. Nikwe, thank you for all the work you have done. Faith Wilson, thank you today. I really like the way you manage the studios for us. This is Bishop Adonteng Boateng. Coronavirus is real. Coronavirus is real. Everybody's life is threatened. Please wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. And take very good care of yourself. People who don't need to be within your area, don't allow them. If anybody don't need to come to your house, don't permit them. If anybody don't need to come too close to you, don't allow them. Please, take care. Wise Up. Grace Max, thank you very much. Rose Nelson, thank you. Bishop Adonteng Boateng here. Normally on Saturdays we don't do our programs, but Saturday I'll be here from 4:30, and Sunday also I'll be here exactly at 12 p.m. I'll be in the studios. Wise Up, Bishop Adonteng Boateng. I salute you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Wise Up. Thank you. Good night.
Welcome to the best selection of gospel worship by an anointed singer by name